Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Thank you so much for joining me for this video today. I just can't seem to get enough of embossing paste. And so today I decided I wanted to try some color on white cardstock, and I think this turned out just gorgeous. What do you think? Let's get started and I'll share some great tips with you. So I like to start with my cardstock layers. I've got a piece of Daffodil Delight that's 5.5 by 8.5. I've simply folded it in half and burnished it with my bone folder. A piece of basic black that is 4 7/8 by 3 7/8. A piece of Whisper White that's just an 1/8 inch smaller at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then a scrap of basic black. We are going to get started with our embossing paste right away. So let me bring in my grid paper. I'm using the Sweet Soiree decorative masks. You get 2 of them in a package, and we're going to be using this flower. You guys have seen me use this before. And the Shimmery white embossing powder. I love that because it's got the glitter in it, and it really is, pictures can't do it justice. It is just so pretty. I'm going to use some re-inkers to color this. So I've got Peekaboo Peach, Flirty Flamingo, and Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to mix these all up. I'm going to have a baby wipe handy here for a quick cleanup. But one of my customers suggested having just a little dish of soapy water on your table, on your desktop, so that you can just throw these in there when you're done with them. Take a little bit of this embossing paste. I'm doing 3 different colors. So I'm going to add 3 different what do I want to call these? Splotches, smudges, pile. Pile sounds kind of nasty, doesn't it? And I'm just adding 1 re-inker drop to each of these in the various colors that I just told you. I thought, I wonder what this would look like on white cardstock. So I had to give it a try, and I think it's super, super pretty. And it adds a lot of depth and texture to your card. So I'm just going to mix this up good. And I'm going to wipe off my knife here. This is where that baby wipe comes in. We're going to mix up the next one. The Sweet Sugar Plum. Did I call this Flirty Flamingo? I can't remember. It's Sweet Sugar Plum. Sweet Sugar Plum is a pretty intense color in the re-inker, so don't get too much of that because it'll be a little darker than I think what you really want. And then here's the Daffodil Delight. Now remember, embossing paste does dry really fast. And that's why we can really do this technique, because if it stayed wet long, I would be all done with it. It would take me too long to make a card, and that would make me crazy. I'm not all about that. I don't like things that take super long. I'm just going to grab my layer here. I'm going to start in the middle. So I'm just going to do 1 flower that's kind of offset here. And I'm just going to grab some of my embossing paste and push it right down here. You just push it right into the mold or the mask. Make sure you get, might need just a little bit more here. There we go. And you just do that, and voila. Is that not cool? That is super, super cool. And then, remember I said I was going to keep my baby wipe here? I'm just going to wipe this off. Super easy. Wipe it one way, whoops, wipe it the other way. You're ready to go on to the next color. Now I'm going to come in with, how about some Sweet Sugar Plum? Now, is this dry yet? No, it's not. So you have to kind of be careful. You could set it aside to dry for a little bit, but remember, if you mix up your embossing paste ahead of time like I have, you can't leave that sit too long because it dries really fast. There we go. Voila! And I'm going to scrape that off. And then I like to take my knife on these edges just in case you have any that's sticking up on the sides and kind of smooth it off of there. Again, just going to wipe this off, turn it over, wipe it off. We're ready to go on to the next color. And I think we'll do a nice big yellow one here. And now I'm going to push this in here. If you want to wait just a couple minutes for things to dry, you certainly can do that. Now I'm going to come in with the yellow. And this is so pretty. I'm really in the mood for spring. What about you guys? Yeah, had enough of this winter stuff. So I'm making floral cards because I want spring. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, and again, I'm just gonna take my palette knife right down the edge. And let's see, I've got an extra piece of paper under here so I can get rid of that. This is just scrap copier paper from meetings and stuff like that that I attended that was going to be thrown away. So I take it and recycle it for my stamping stuff, right? I think we're going to go with another sweet sugar plum flower, kind of just partially right here. I just got some on my, there we go, I just wiped that off. And I'm just going to take my knife and do that. Wipe this off a little bit. And then let's come over here and put maybe another yellow flower right there. There we go. Pretty easy, right? I mean, this really is easy. There's not a lot to it. It dries really fast. I haven't really had any big disasters with it. I really like it. I think it's a really neat technique. I'm just going to wipe this off. I'm ready to put it away. I'm going to wipe off my palette knife. I'm done with that. By the way, I think I forgot to show you, you can get 3 palette knives in a pack from Stampin' Up. They're relatively inexpensive. If you need any of these supplies, you can go right to my blog, which is right here, astampabove.com, and you'll find an online ordering button there. Now, let's finish up this card. What are we going to do with this? I've got my black layer. Too bad. I'm going to add some glue. Make sure that this is dry enough that I can push it down. Kind of gluing this a little backwards from what I would normally do. But that newest yellow flower that I added isn't quite dry yet. I think I really cut my cardstock wrong. I think I may have to go back and tell you some different dimensions. You guys can find all the dimensions for all my cards on my blog, as well as all the details and ordering links if you need to order any supplies. I always appreciate your orders. And then I added dimensionals to the back to pop this up because I love that. I'll give you some dimensions before we're done here on the original card. I think I cut this wrong. It's going to be fine. I'm glad we're getting this figured out right now, right? Did I get them all off? Oh, I did. There's 4. I thought I only had 3. Okay. Oh, this doesn't look bad at all. It'll be fine. Okay, there's our pretty, pretty flowers. And then I took the Sunshine Wishes dies. Oh my gosh, these are so fabulous. You have a big heart, this giant flower with the stem, the word sunshine, love, and hope, as well as congratulations. And I need some congratulations cards. I like to send those to my team members when they've done something that they need to be congratulated about. I love that. I love making sure that their accomplishments are recognized. Oops, that fell out of my little packet. Okay, so here's what I did. I took this and I just added a little bit of glue to the back. You could use the adhesive sheets. If I was smart, I would have done that when I cut this out, right? Because they're amazing. You've seen me use those before. And I'm just going to add a little glue and put my congrats right down here. Perfect. And then this cute little butterfly. Let me show you what I did with that. I wanted to give it some antennas. So I'm just going to take a length here. It's not too long because this is a little butterfly. And I've looped, look at, I have embossing powder under my fingernail. I've looped this and I'm going to lay that loop right on the front of my butterfly. Just like that. Do you see what I've done there? I'm going to bring the tails around and put them through the opening here. This is going to make my antennas. Now you have to be careful when you're trying to tighten this up because remember, this is just a very delicate little piece of paper. So don't yank on it or you'll kill your butterfly. We don't want any dead butterflies, right? And now I'm going to cut my antennas. And look at how cute that is. Ha! Isn't that sweet? Love it. I'm going to add some glue. Let's see. I'm going to put my butterfly right about here. So I'm just going to add a little line of glue to my card front and put the body of my butterfly right in it. I have not stamped anything on the inside of this card yet, so I don't have anything to show you there. But isn't that pretty? Look, I noticed I used another color. I used a Flirty Flamingo there on this one. I kind of forgot about that. Super pretty. So these flowers look fabulous. Colored shimmery embossing paste on white. And would you like to see one on black? Let me show you. I have another card. This is the same technique with the same mask done on a black background with Flirty Flamingo. And I've got some Flirty Flamingo Baker's Twine here. Very, very cool. Hope you guys will give this a try. And please share with me. I'd love to see your color combinations. I have a few customers who will make cards and email me pictures of them so I can see them too. I love to know what you guys are doing with these ideas. Thanks so much for taking a little time out of your day to spend with me. I really appreciate it. You can find my blog up here in the top right corner. Just click on the link up there. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's down here in the bottom right corner and you don't want to miss anything I have coming out there. Retirement list is out. That's a huge deal. You want to make sure that you can go right to my blog. You'll find the retirement list link there. You can click on it, print it out, see what's going away, what you might have to have. There might be some things that are still on your wish list that you want to get before they're gone. We have a brand new catalog coming out June 1st. I'm so excited. Here is the catalog. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm sorry I can't show you the inside, but I know you're going to love it. I do send my customers a free catalog. If you've placed an order with me in the last 6 months, you'll be on that list. And if you haven't, but you'd like a free catalog, place an order with me and your name will go on that list also. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.